Hi, our nation. Welcome to the pregame. I'm Ken Rivera, your host. This is presented by Robillard Hearing Centers, 11 locations in the National Capital Region to serve you, and the Clock Tower Brew Pub, 8 locations in the National Capital Region to serve you. This is where we talk everything Ottawa Redblacks. We get to purvey, we get to prognosticate, and we get to party in plaid, covering the hometown team, of course, that being the Ottawa Redblacks. And the Redblacks have certainly kicked off the 2019 campaign on the right cleat with 2 victories, one over the Calgary Stampeders in Calgary, and then one here at TD Place against the Saskatchewan Roughriders. Standing with the record of 2-0, they are now prepared to play host to the 2-0 Winnipeg Blue Bombers on Friday night here at TD Place. We're going to talk Redblacks football. We're going to get to know Alex Mateus, but all roads begin with head coach Rick Campbell and his thoughts on his football team, the way they've competed so far in this season, what they think of the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, and playing here at TD Place on Friday night.
Loaded question right there. I think the key is to not be surprised. Not everybody, but some people always act surprised about how teams are playing, and really you don't know until you get into the season how people are doing. And we're literally taking it one game at a time, and all we're worried about is trying to get a win this week.
You're a team that you've gotten into a bind before. You've struggled early in the season before, close games you've lost, and this year maybe a little bit on the other side where you've won a couple close games. How important are these early season wins?
They're big because every one of them is going to count at the end of the year when this is all done. So it's always good to put wins in the bank early, and so yes, you're exactly right. That's important. And the good teams in this league don't blow other teams out. Once in a while that happens, but most of the time it ends up as you end up winning a close game. And so a good trait to have as a team is to be able to win close games.
You guys allowed over 40 points last game. Was it a factor of just playing on a short week and guys being tired, or they add your number for that game?
One, I'll give credit to Saskatchewan. Obviously, their quarterback's got something to him. He threw for 430 yards last night. So I would say the guys got to be pretty good. On the flip side of that is we need to make sure we're working on not giving up the big play. That's a lot of teams in this league, in order to score a touchdown on a long field, is they need some type of big chunk play to happen. And so we want to make sure we're being smart. We don't want to be too conservative, but at the same time we can't give up too many deep balls.
When you take on a team like Winnipeg, specifically offense versus their defense, and knowing that sometimes they play high risk, high reward, they want to dictate terms, they want to blitz, how important then is it to make sure you're prepared for anything they give you from a blitz package, counterpunch them, which forces them to be sort of vanilla?
Yeah, they're a good team. They're really well coached, and they have good players, and they come to play. But I think a big key to it is just like I said about the big plays, and trying to limit those. I'd say that about anybody, but Edmonton can tell you that from last week. Is Edmonton beat them handily on first downs and time of possession and yards, but that's not the name of the game. It's how many points you score, and so credit to Winnipeg for coming through. We had a couple days and a meeting day to get back in the swing of things, and then get back into a regular practice week.
Is there more value in a win over the Western teams, knowing that it's been tough for the East to beat Western teams? You can get 3 against Saskatchewan and Calgary under your belt already, but if you can get one against Winnipeg, in the big picture for you setting the table, that's got to mean a little more, doesn't it?
I haven't thought about it until you just said that, but all wins are big, and especially against good teams. And again, we're not really thinking about, obviously we're preparing for Winnipeg and getting ready, but that's not our focus. We're just trying to make sure we're handling our business on our end.